Hello ladies and gentlemen, Green here, and today yet again we're going to take a look at some Sorate fights, and we're going to start off with a Bedmanja Ketamon. Last night I had a little bit of a wild night with the boys, and I actually missed 3 Sorate pips on each account, so when I woke up in the morning I was like, okay, this has to be our best 3 teams on both accounts. We're using Ketamon here to fight Dr. Fate. We have a level 6 Beta Club on her, we're going to have a level 6 Sword of Salvation somewhere in there, and level 3 Sword of Sin, but those are just for the passive stats. We're mainly only going to make active use of the Beta Club, and we're going to hope to get pretty much high Beta Club values on Dr. Fate. And we got extremely lucky actually. We are off at the 3.7 million. I don't have a lot of experience with the Beta Club in Soul Raids and with the Bedmanja team, but I think that's a pretty decent amount. It went all the way up to 4.8 at some point. Yeah, I think that's a pretty decent amount to have on the Beta Club, considering my current situation. So I'm just gonna stick with that, I'm gonna be grateful for that, and we're going to keep on pounding Dr. Fate. It seems to be combo interruptible after 2 hits, but I guess you never really make use of this information in league raids, because any team that fights him is gonna pretty much use the Beta Club. Not the Beta Club, excuse me, the All Blades. But that's interesting, because if it's combo interruptible after 2 hits, then we might be able to use the Bedmanja Ketamon this way in league raids. Though, not like it's necessary, Silver Bench already has that covered. Okay, special tree in there, blocking the first 2 hits, re-engage the combo. Special 2 in there to keep the dot damage up and the lethal damage up. And yeah, Beta Club is extremely weird, because at points you're going to feel like the damage heavily decreased, but it didn't really decrease. It's more like you're not hitting lucky crits and lethals. Though honestly, I think here it really decreased. Hold on, what happened to it? Where's my Beta Club damage? Yeah, we reset it again and get back to 3 million with jump attack there. I don't know what happened. I don't think at any point previous to it declining so rapidly we let it reset or something. Hopefully not, but yeah, I honestly don't know what happened there and why. But we managed to reset the stacks, and right now we're at even higher values, since both the crit and the lethal were reaching close to 4 million. And yeah, if you think about it, you might feel like, oh, that's a crazy amount of damage. Yeah, but we only get 4 million once every 4 dots from the Beta Club, and the fight is not that long. So overall, even though you might be like, oh, 4 million dot damage, that's gonna melt him. Not really, not really. It's actually gonna take some time, and the damage here is still gonna be amazing, but not as mind-blowing as you would think when you see 4.2 dot damage per second. And yeah, this is the first fight, and we end up with a total of 325 million. That's decent, that's actually decent. That Dr. Fate had a huge amount of health. But that's actually a fair amount. It's a fair amount, I'll take it. Now we're going to use King, Dr. Fate and Red Hood here. King has the level 6 Sword of Sin, and Red Hood is going to have the Trigon Staff, and Dr. Fate is gonna have the Sword of Sin. Again, anything that's not on Flying Sakuma is there for the purpose of passively buffing him through the Soul Raid exclusive stats that they give. And it's not really a must to have All Blades on Red Hood to reduce the cost of his super move, because we're gonna not have many problems with power generation over here because of the Sword of Salvation. And yeah, we're fighting Enchantress, we only have... Okay, over there I went in with Dr. Fate quite ahead. I was like, let's do the infinite combo. Oh, I don't have the Firebox. That's unusual, am I right? It's very unusual to not have the Firebox on Dr. Fate, but there are situations where you don't. And this is one of them, so we can't really count on that. But yeah, with her never having enough power to use any abilities, King is gonna be more than fine staying here endlessly against her. Some of you in the comments at this point might feel like, Sigvald, you can combo interrupt her. Why are you doing it? Why no combo interrupting her? I just can't get the hang of combo interrupting Enchantress. You can do it after 2 hits, but I think it's one of the more difficult ones. And honestly, considering I don't hit it often enough, I think I'm better off in terms of damage than not doing it. Dr. Fate back in to generate some power and to get King out of an awkward situation. Red Hood in, super move. Gotta re-engage the combo. Taking King back in, and hopefully, there we go, he power stole so we can go straight into a special 3 after that combo. And yeah, we're getting close to the point where we can just spam them, because the power generation is so big. There we go, another special tree, we're engage the combo. And again, we're gonna back up rather than combo interrupt. It's simply more efficient for me, because I'm not able to constantly do it well against her. I was a little bit of hangover when I played those pips, so really not in that state. And yeah, now we're gonna make full time of the timer that Red Hood added. Sadly, last 30 seconds will be lower on power generation. Another special tree. As I said, we're at the point where we're spamming them, one after the other, if we get lucky. Over there we got unlucky on the swipe, so we couldn't. There we go, another special tree in there. Another one. And there we go, we got 30 more seconds of high power generation. Let's go. Over there I had a little bit of a delay. I have no idea why, but eventually the special went through, so I'm grateful for that at least. Another one in there. Re-engage the combo. Another one. Re-engage the combo, bro. I really love the Sword of Salvation gameplay. It's not like the absolute best thing for damage. I think we might have gotten slightly higher overall value with Beta Club on King, but for some instances it's a lot of fun to use, and the damage is close enough, okay? The damage is really close enough to Beta Club in Advent of Chaos. I don't really suggest using the Sword of Salvation on a damage during other game modes. Our game modes is more of an item for a combo builder, and it's very effective at that. Yeah, last few seconds here, maybe we squeeze in one more special tree, though I kinda doubt it. Come on, power steal that. Swipe right straight into a special tree, and we managed to squeeze one more of them before the end of the fight. And yeah, for King, without Raven, that's a pretty decent amount of damage, I would say. Now we're on the other account, the account that is not very rich on Advent of Chaos artifacts, so all we have in terms of that is a level 2 Chakra on Shazam. That's gonna be the only thing passively buffing us. We're going to have a level 7 power box on Dr. Fate to kind of allow us to do the infinite combo, and all blades on Kilflance Aquaman. This is most likely the setup that most of you are going to be using against this fight. Some of you might not have the powder box. In that case, that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough not dying here, but because we have the power box, we can kind of use a gameplay that allows us to lock him into an infinite combo and survive. We're going to tag in King here. He doesn't have enough for special 3, but that's no problem because we're intending to use the special 2 here. And tagging Shazam. This Shazam is tanky enough, might I add, and he's got maxed out defense, but still felt like taking 100k damage from that Shazam. And that's like 3 times his health. From that Black Adam, excuse me. So that kind of gives you an idea how much damage this guy actually does. Also, some of you might be like, well, Classic Superman. Nah, my team doesn't survive here. If I use Classic Superman, it just doesn't. Characters are not tanky enough. Engage the combo, Dr. Fate back in, backing off, re-engage the combo. And yeah, this is where we keep him for the rest of the fight. Not gonna risk using the super move, because super move will put me out of this very favorable position that I'm in right now. Special 3 in there, re-engage the combo. Dr. Fate back in, back off, re-engage the combo. King back in for special 3. When I'm tagging in here before the first minute, I try to keep my tag-ins as brief as possible with King, because I want to keep the all blade stacks. Notice that I go tag, swipe right, special 3, swipe right, tap 2 times, swipe right. That's the absolute smallest combo you can do. Actually, you can tag in straight into a special 3 and then swipe right, tap 2 times, swipe right. That's actually the shorter combo. It's possible, but I don't find it the most reliable, because sometimes, even though not a lot of times, but very few times they can jump while that's happening or do something weird. And in other fights it's worth risking, but in this one, nope. We're in the last minute, so the power generation will allow us to do 2 special 2s per tag in. 2 special 3s, excuse me. Re-engage the combo. Going in for another one. There we go. Now Dr. Fate's gonna go back in. And we're going to tag him straight in. He's gonna be able to only do 1, so we're doing it very, very short here, so that we keep the all blades up for the next sequence. King getting back in, the first special 3, and because we tagged in quick the last time, over here we had still the third stack active on the first special 3. Dr. Fate back in, and we're going to barely manage to tag in here to end it in a super move, and that's great, that's right according to plan. 3.1 million, that's definitely something we wouldn't have wanted to miss in terms of damage at the end of the fight. Yeah, 185 million, that's decent. Okay, now we're going to use the budget League of Anarchy on this account. I don't know if I should call it budget anymore, but it kind of started as some sort of a tradition on this channel with this team. We grew it together because I didn't have League of Anarchy built on this account. We got Harley. We started with Harley being 3 stars and the EPI being 4 stars. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we got Harley at all the way to 5 stars and EPI also to 5 stars. We still got the Predator Batman. I really feel like rolling for Arkham Knight Batman. But yeah, they're fairly upgraded. They are level 7, Harley's level 70 gears. No armor pierce on talents yet, so that will heavily diminish our damage. A little bit of a risky play there, but I really want to keep the All Blade stacks active as much as possible. Still not sure that the super move setup was worth it, because yeah, it heavily increases our damage overall, but at the same time it took like 50 seconds to pull off. I don't know. Again, we're going to have the level 2 chakra on EPI, all blades on Harley Quinn, and we're going to have Region Matrix on Predator Batman because we're going to let him tank the super move. And he kinda needs help with that. He's not really built. We got most of his gears from Swords, that's why he's level 60 gears, but this is not the build Predator Batman, so don't confuse things around here. This man will die very easily, so we need to take good care of him and protect him. Predator Batman back in special 2. Harley, tap 2 times. Swipe right, tap 2 times, swipe right. Like, yeah, as you can see here, I'm skipping a swipe. Like, I tag in, tag, swipe, tap 3 times, I stop, swipe, tap 3 times, swipe. I skip the swipe in the middle after the first combo, because sometimes the last swipe, if you do it like that, will land on 4 all blade stacks and on the stun, sometimes not, actually only on the stun. So when you're using Firebox, it's kind of worth gambling that one every 3 times if the last swipe will land on the stun if you do a longer combo. But when you're using Gold, it's not really worth the gamble, because the sooner you'll tag in and out anyway, the more time you'll have for All Blade stacks when you tag back in, so it's definitely worth hurrying it up a bit and not gambling for that last hit. So this is very, very nitpicking things, and I don't think you'll have a higher damage difference than 5% if you follow either of them with All Blades and Firebox. With Firebox you should do the longer one, but it's just something interesting that I try to adapt depending on what artifact I'm specifically using at the point. Okay, 28 seconds left of the fight. And yeah, we did pretty decent so far. It was, as far as I'm concerned, perfect gameplay. At some point I think I tapped wrongly and Harley did a little bit of a weird combo, but she didn't die, she didn't lose many All Blade stacks at all. We had this blue tag in there too. One more tag in to end it all off. Special 2, and with all being said, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed the video. Like, dislike, and maybe hit that bell button. I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. But yeah, that's some decent damage, actually.